Hey everyone, Dr. Mike here, your Wednesday Wellness Minute. Burn your goals. Okay, do you really have to burn your goals? You don't really have to burn your goals. However, I do want to tell you, don't put all your eggs in the goal basket. What do I mean by that? There's tons of research that says once you achieve your goal, there's very little dopamine that's released. So people get to the end of this huge goal and the next day they're like, this stinks. Now what? They expected this huge explosion of dopamine to never go away just because they got the goal. That's not what dopamine does. Dopamine is exciting, it's motivational, but it's anticipatory, meaning you get more of a dopamine hit when you do the steps leading up to the goal. So what's that mean? That means day in and day out, like if you have a habit app that we talked about in the workshop, when you check off all those habits, that's where you get the dopamine. And so if you understand that and you realize that all the dopamine is not going to come at the end, you celebrate each and every day that you do something good that you know is going to get you to the end. And so when you have all those little checkoff boxes like, hey, I checked off my 90 ounces of water or whatever you choose to do. I checked off my workout today. I hugged Paige today. I read 10 pages. I did my meditation. I did Wim Hof breathing. Whatever's on your habit app, when you check those off, that's when you get the boost. All right? So it's not bad to have goals. Just don't set those expectations of everything's going to be perfect. We are wired for constant improvement. And so when we get to those goals, maintain those goals and then pick new goals, but just know that you're going to get the juice in the day-to-day activities. Last night, we were late on supper. We went and got some fajitas at the Mexican place. My downfall with Mexican is chips. I like them, but they bloat the living crap out of me, and then I feel so terrible afterwards. Last night, I had 5, and I looked at that chip bag when I've already had 5, and I actually threw it away. I asked the girls, hey, can I throw these away? They said, yep, I'm gonna throw them away. And I felt so good by throwing those away, because typically I would not eat the whole bag, but eat enough to feel like crap. And I actually made a decision to not do that. I got so much dopamine and pleasure out of not feeling bad after eating, but that's just one example. Is to say, oh, Mike, you're so good. You don't eat chips. That's not the point. The point is my body wanted to eat the chips. My emotions wanted to eat the chips, but I threw those things away. I felt so much better. And the research says that's what gives you the dopamine hit. So the daily practices are where we get the reward in the brain. I love you guys. I'll see you next week.